Hi, I started bicycling. Hey gang, this is Mike with MrNoFluff.com, and I'm going to share with you a true story. Hi, I started bicycling in college when I was living off of $25 a week. That's all the money I had every week to spend. And I didn't want to spend that money into gas going from my home all the way to school and back into the gym. So what happened is that before that I was living with my mom, you know, uh, in high school, and when I went to college, I was able to only scrounge up enough money to pay the dorm, okay, and only have $25 left over. And so when I moved into these apartments that was tailored to college students, they had a promotional going on where they would give me a $500 Target Visa gift card. And so what I did is when I moved into the apartments, I didn't have any furniture or anything like that. My parents were pretty poor. They were refugee to America. So what I did is instead of spending that money on like linens and pillows and couches or anything like that, I just bought a bicycle. I figured that, hey, I'm going to save a lot of money by not paying in the fuel cost to, commute from my dorm to college because it was pretty far away. It really wasn't a dorm, it was a college apartment that was tailored to, apartment complex that was tailored to college kids. And what they did is they divide four rooms into each student renting one room of the rooms out and paying a premium. So my day would start, I would get up in the mornings, I would ride my bicycle that I bought from Target with this free $500 um, bonus coupon that they give us, a Visa card that they give us when we signed up for the apartments. And I would ride to college on the bicycle, okay, every day. And then from college, when the college was over, I would ride to the gym. When the gym was over, then I would ride home. And this would be an all day event because, I live pretty far away from the college. So I would pack up my food, my lunch. I would head to college, between classes, I would take care of the business I had to, then go to the gym, then head back home. So I used this bicycle for, to get my cardio in because every day I went to the gym, for 2 hours. I hit the boxing bag and I hated cardio. So what I did is I did the cardio on the bicycle plus saved my $25 a week so I could have, money for supplements and things of that nature because I was really into working out at college. So it was a great life. Now that I look back into it, I was like, man, that was a great life. Every day, I had a great plan. I got up early in the morning. I rode my bicycle to school. It was like early in the morning. Like we get up like 5, 6 in the morning. No, there was not that many people out there. It's a great feeling. There was a dog that used to chase me every day, and I used to be ready to boogie him. It was a great feeling, right? And going to the gym, and even going grocery shopping. I did have a car, but again, I was very, very poor. I didn't have a lot of money. My family didn't come from a lot of money. And so I didn't want to put the fuel into the car because it came with maintenance and it came with repair costs and tires and things of that nature. Before I got a bicycle in college, I never rode a bicycle before. Again, my parents were refugees to America. Both of them worked all the time. I was at home. I was the oldest kid. I had to take care of my brother and my sister. I was home all the time, mostly my brother. And, wash the dishes, scrub the toilets, be a babysitter, even though I was young as mug, and raise my little brother because both my parents worked. So when I first got my bike in college, I've never ridden a bike before. I never owned a bike before. So it's kind of, I had to learn how to bicycle, you know, as an adult, excuse me, and, carry the stuff that I need to where I needed to go. Okay. With limited amount of funds, it was a great, great adventure. Now, fast forward a little bit, I got out of college. I lived in my car with $100. I was lucky enough to start a moving company, which I owned for 14, 15 years. That transformed into getting to the real estate business where I opened myself a mortgage brokerage business. And then I got into rental properties. And then I had, I had to hit a little fortune for a refugee, and I was living life good, but though I was still not happy, even though I had all these accumulations, even though I was on top of the mountain, when it comes to success as defined by our, society, I felt like there was more. So I ended up giving most of my stuff away to the homeless people, and try to figure out what the meaning of life is, and did what Buddha and Jesus did, which is to go homeless, hang around with the homeless people, and understand what the meaning of life is. And this is where I am today. At 42, I'm back into bicycling again. Actually been into bicycling for a couple of years, and I've only bought, what I don't want to say shitty, I want low end bikes. Bikes are like $1,500 or less, or right around there, entry level bikes. And then finally, I stepped myself into a 2020 Trek Checkpoint SL5, because I love touring. And there was a guy on YouTube, I watched him, Ryan, and I saw him using the Trek Checkpoint, and he was touring, so I figured, hey, why don't I give it a try? Okay, and now that I've owned this bike, this is the most expensive bike I've ever owned. I've owned a couple other bikes. Few other bikes. The most expensive bike I ever bought was right around $2,000. But again, I never paid $3,500 for a bike. But now having this 2021 Trek Checkpoint SL5, which is fully carbon, was the ISO dampener and all that stuff, hydraulic disc brakes, all that cool gadgets, man. And I could see a world of difference of, having a low end bike versus a high end bike. And I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm pretty happy to have it. That said, I really enjoyed all my low end bikes as well. Not that the Trek Checkpoint is a top end bike, there's still more room to go up. But I feel like, at this price point, I got a really good bang for the buck. So the way I got into cycling again is that I didn't have any money in college. I happened to, the moons and the stars lined up for me. I got a $500 gift card to Target. I bought a bike because I was, I guess, smart to realize that I could save a lot of money by bicycling, and I could also do my cardio in, and I could knock out two birds at one time, which I did. Then then I hit significant amount of success. I had an SL500, I had rental properties, I had multiple motorcycles, Ducatis, BMW, Harley, whatever you want to call it, ATVs, all that stuff. And I realized that that stuff is just marketing hype, and down to earth stuff like riding bicycles really, really make me happy. When I was dead poor, I only had 25 bucks literally in my pocket every week. That's all the money I had to spend. Okay. That going back to that roots actually made me a lot more happier. And today I'm riding I sold my car. I bought myself, a couple of bicycles. I sold some of them, and now I recently bought a Trek Checkpoint. I'm pretty happy with it. I almost bought another Trek, but I said, let me ride it at least for 1,000 miles before I buy another bicycle. So this is how I started in bicycling. Um, I know some of you guys probably had a bike since you were 4 years old. I know my kid, before she was even 3 years old, I bought her a brand new bike. So here, but I never had a bike till I was like, in college, freshman in college, or actually a junior in college, guys. So I didn't have a bike, right? I didn't have a bike. Um, Never rode a bike before, but now I'm doing, anywhere when I go out with the wife, we pull the kids, we do 40, 50 miles. There's days that I go solo, I'll do 50, 60 miles. I love doing long bike tours, and this is one of the good reasons I like the Trek Checkpoint SL5, because it's a gravel bike, it's a touring bike. I can put my racks on it, I can put my panniers on it, I can load it up with a bunch of food, bunch of camping gear, and go do stuff. Or I could just take everything off and go fast, which I'm not a fast guy. I'm not a racer. I'm just more of a cruiser, enjoying the roses, enjoying the, atmosphere of biking. Because I don't know if you guys ever biked before. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. Different pockets of areas have different smells to them, different feel to them, and I love that smell of, different sections of life. And bicycling is like life. Some days you have good days, some days you have bad days, some days there's hills, some days you get flats. And it teaches me a lot about life, that, hey, simpler is better, guys. Simpler is better. Not only does it get me healthy, not only does it allow me to spend a lot of time with my kids, just like yesterday, we did a 42-mile bike ride. It was an all-day thing. We got up at 7:15. We were out at the house at 9. We rode from 9 in the morning, and we didn't get home till like 10. like 11, 12 hours of riding, eating out, eating, picnicking, taking the kids to 3 different parks. I mean, the kids were so exhausted. And, I just can't see anything better than that. And we're getting healthy. We're spending quality time with our kids. We're getting to eat a lot. The kids are having so much fun. And I can't imagine night cycling right now. And I really appreciate being really, really poor, where somehow the idea came to my mind that bicycling was the way to go to get my fitness in and save money. And because of that humble beginning has allowed me once again to go to that same mindset, same lifestyle, where I realized that spending time with my family is the most important thing that I have. Money is fake. These material things are fake. Yes, I need a little money to buy a bicycle, but I don't need to have 50 different cars or 10 different cars, 50 different clothes, 50 different discs, 50, try to beat everyone in the world and be on top of the mountain. What's most important to me is just to hang out with my family, people that I love, and doing the things that I want, being my dreams, not working for the man. If I want to write books, I will. If I want to do videos, I will. If I don't want to work, I don't have to. If I don't want to make videos, I won't do it. If I want to take on new students, I will. If I want to start a business, I can. Whatever I want to do since high school is exactly how I live. And that's how I do what I do in my channel to encourage everyone to be your dream. Start where you stand. Start where you stand and be your dreams. You live in the best country ever. We live in the best era ever. So yes, there are difficulties out there, but we got to keep our eyes on where we want to go in life versus, where we don't want to go. Just like a bicycle. If you look at the rocks, you're going to hit the rocks. If you look at the path you want to go, that's where you're going to go. Anyways, guys, I just want to share with you how I started bicycling when I was in college with only 25 bucks to my name, and today, I'm rolling every day on a bicycle. I sold my car. I'm rolling bicycles, guys, and I'm hanging out with my family. We're doing touring. We're doing 30, 40, 50 miles a day. We're all like 10, 12 hours. My parents can't believe it. My sister can't believe it that we can bicycle using our life energy to pedal this around and go to different parks and see different things. I encourage everyone out there to go out there and get out of your car, because life is great. The sun's there, the bees are there, the flowers are there, people are waving at you, unlike a car. Peace, guys.